I still remember the first time I truly noticed the fatigue in my face. It was not about vanity. I am a health professional. I understand aging is natural, even beautiful. But there comes a moment when your reflection no longer matches the energy you still feel inside. For me, it was the dark circles under my eyes that never seemed to fade, the dryness around my cheeks that no cream could fix, the deeper lines that made me look a little more tired, a little more worn down than I actually felt. Like many women and men over 50, I tried everything, from expensive eye creams to natural serums, and even those so-called miracle facials. Most of them helped a little, but nothing ever felt quite right. Nothing made my skin feel alive again, until I rediscovered something simple, something I had overlooked for years. Castor oil. Not the kind you vaguely remember from childhood stories or old remedies. I'm talking about pure, cold-pressed, organic castor oil, used with a method that deeply supports your skin from the inside out. Today, I want to share with you the science, the method, and most importantly, the experience of using this oil in a way that is far more than skincare. It's care for your whole self. Let's begin. Why I searched for something different. I've been a health practitioner for more than 2 decades. I've spent my life teaching others how to take care of their bodies, how to eat well, manage stress, sleep better, and age gracefully. But when I looked at myself in the mirror one quiet morning last year, I saw something that no training had ever quite prepared me for. It wasn't the wrinkles. I've earned every one of those lines, and I wear them with pride. It wasn't the silver hair either. I actually love the way it catches the light. What caught me off guard was the puffiness beneath my eyes, the dryness across my cheeks, and the dullness in my skin that no cream or serum seemed able to touch anymore. And it wasn't just how I looked. It was how I felt in those moments. Like my reflection no longer matched my energy. I still felt vibrant on the inside, full of wisdom and life. But the outside? It didn't reflect that anymore. Like so many people in their 50s and 60s, I started searching not for youth, but for integrity. I wanted a way to care for my skin that felt aligned with everything I believe in. Gentle, effective, rooted in nature, and backed by science. I tried what most people try. Eye creams that promised miracles, facial tools that claimed to lift and sculpt, even spa treatments that were relaxing but left no lasting change. Many of these products made big promises, but they didn't deliver the kind of deep, honest results I was hoping for. That's when I went back to what I always turn to when I'm unsure: research. I looked into dermatological studies, holistic remedies, and traditional beauty practices from different cultures. Over and over, one simple ingredient kept showing up, not in commercials, not in trendy ads, but quietly in journals, clinical reports, in centuries-old traditions: castor oil. At first, I was skeptical. Castor oil reminded me of old medicine cabinets and remedies for stomach aches, not something I'd ever thought to put on my face. But the more I read, the more intrigued I became. This wasn't just folklore. There was real science behind it, and more importantly, real results. What the science says. What makes castor oil so remarkable isn't just that it's natural. Many oils are natural. What sets it apart is its unique chemical structure, specifically a rare compound called ricinoleic acid, which makes up nearly 90% of the oil's composition. Ricinoleic acid is known for its anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and deep penetrating properties. It does what most over-the-counter creams can't. It goes beneath the surface and works on the root causes of skin aging. You see, as we age, especially after the age of 40, our skin doesn't just lose moisture. It starts to battle something called chronic microinflammation. This is low-grade inflammation caused by daily stressors like dry air, sun exposure, pollution, hormonal shifts, and even the breakdown of collagen. We don't always feel it, but it's there, making the skin puffier, more reactive, and less capable of healing itself. Most products we apply to our faces stay on the surface. They might smell nice or feel luxurious for a few minutes, but they don't penetrate. Castor oil's different. Its viscosity allows it to cling to the skin longer, warming with the natural heat of your hands and slowly sinking into the deeper layers. It's not just moisturizing, it's therapeutic. In one small clinical study I reviewed, castor oil applied daily reduced under eye swelling and improved skin elasticity in participants over the age of 50. That study mirrored exactly what I later experienced firsthand. Another thing I appreciated as a health professional is that castor oil is incredibly stable. It doesn't oxidize easily, which means it won't go rancid quickly like some plant-based oils. That makes it safe for long-term use, especially for sensitive, mature skin. Of course, not all castor oil is created equal. The type I use and recommend is always cold-pressed, organic, and hexane-free. That ensures no harsh chemicals or pesticides come into contact with your skin, only the pure, nutrient-rich oil in its most potent form. The science was convincing, yes, but it was how I started using castor oil and the method I developed around it that truly transformed my skin. And I'll show you exactly how to do it. The method I use for deep healing and visible results. When I first began applying castor oil to my face, I knew I wanted more than just a skincare step. I wanted a process that felt purposeful. Mature skin doesn't just need products. It needs presence. It needs warmth, time, and consistency. Over the years, I've refined a method I now teach to my patients and practice myself almost daily. It's a fusion of gentle facial massage, lymphatic stimulation, breath awareness, and emotional connection. I call it the gentle press and warmth method. It is not complicated. In fact, its simplicity is part of its power, but it works best when done slowly, mindfully, and with deep intention. This is not a fix-it-fast routine. It's a healing ritual, one that transforms not only your skin, but your relationship with yourself. Step 1. Create the space. Set the mood. Before you begin, carve out time just for yourself. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Choose a quiet space, your bathroom, your bedroom, wherever you feel safe and uninterrupted. Light a candle if you'd like. Turn off the television. Put your phone away. Look at yourself in the mirror, not to judge, but to greet. You are here to care, not criticize. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. This is the shift from doing to being. Step 2. Gently cleanse your skin. Using a soft, non-stripping cleanser, wash your face. Lukewarm water is best, never hot. Gently pat dry with a clean towel. This clears the surface so your skin can fully receive the benefits of the oil. If your skin feels dry or tight after washing, that's okay. Castor oil will change that in the next step. Step 3. Warm the castor oil. Place about a dime-sized amount of cold-pressed, organic, hexane-free castor oil in the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together slowly to warm the oil. Feel the texture. It's thick, like honey. But don't worry, it will spread easily when warmed. As you rub the oil between your hands, breathe deeply. This moment is your transition, letting go of the day or preparing for restful sleep. Inhale. Exhale. Be here now. Step 4. Apply the oil with gentle pressing. This is the heart of the method. Do not rub. Do not drag. Think of your hands as warm cloths pressing in comfort. Start by placing your palms over your cheeks. Press gently, hold for a few seconds, then release. Move to your forehead, jawline, and chin. Press and hold. Let your hands mold to the natural curves of your face. Now focus on the delicate eye area. Using your middle and ring fingers, apply a thin layer of oil under your eyes and across the eyelids. Use gentle pressing motions. Imagine your fingers offering rest to tired eyes. Move around your mouth, those laugh lines and marionette lines. Press softly. Let the warmth do the work. This stage allows the oil to penetrate deeply without being wiped away. It also signals your nervous system to relax. The act of touch, done gently, lowers cortisol and encourages healing. Step 5. Lymphatic pumping for puffiness and tension. Now we bring movement, not massage, but pumping. This technique supports your lymphatic system, which helps remove waste, reduce puffiness, and improve circulation. Start with the under eye area. Place your ring fingers just below the center of each eye. Gently press and release in a slow rhythm. Do this for about 30 seconds, breathing slowly. Move to the jawline. With both hands, use your fingertips to press upward from the center of your chin along the jaw toward your ears. Repeat this gentle motion, always lifting. At the temples, press your fingertips in small circles. Feel the release of tension stored from mental stress and overthinking. Then the forehead. Use your fingertips to press just above your eyebrows, moving upward toward your hairline. Let your breath guide the rhythm. Each of these motions should be slow and light, never dragging. You are encouraging flow, not forcing it. This is how inflammation begins to melt away over time. Step 6. Soften the deeper wrinkles with stillness. We often want to erase lines, but I believe we can honor them while softening their appearance. This next step targets areas where skin folds naturally with age. Use your fingertips to gently press and hold on areas like the space between the eyebrows, also called the 11 lines, the folds from the sides of the nose to the corners of the mouth, the corners of the mouth downward, marionette lines. Hold each press for about 10 seconds. Don't press hard, just enough to bring warmth and attention. As you hold, breathe. You may even close your eyes. This act of stillness lets the oil absorb deeper and encourages your facial muscles to release habitual tension that contributes to those lines. Step 7. Care for your neck and chest. Apply a bit more oil to your hands. Using upward strokes, gently press along your neck, from the collarbone to the jaw. Avoid pulling downward. Think lifting, supporting. Spend a few extra seconds at the base of the throat, an area where tension and aging often show. Then move to the sides of the neck where your lymph nodes rest. Finally, place your warm hands over your chest. Hold there. Breathe. Let the oil nourish this often neglected skin. This step helps complete the lymphatic loop, boosts circulation, and brings calm to your whole upper body. Step 8. Seal with breath and gratitude. Place your hands gently over your cheeks or eyes. Sit still. Breathe. This is the moment where transformation begins. Not through action, but through being. You've nourished your skin. You've softened your gaze. You've reminded your body that it is cared for. Whisper something kind to yourself. It may sound unusual at first, but words have power. I often say, I am enough. I am cared for. I am whole. Let that be the energy that carries you into sleep or into your day. How often should you practice? I recommend doing this ritual at least 5 nights a week, especially if your skin is showing signs of fatigue, dehydration, or inflammation. Over time, this process becomes more than just skincare. It becomes an anchor, a way of showing up for yourself again and again. Most people begin to see physical results, less puffiness, softer lines, smoother tone, within 2 to 4 weeks. But the emotional results often appear sooner. A quiet confidence, a softer self-image, a deeper connection with your reflection. I hope you take this method and make it your own. Add music, add silence, add prayer, intention, or nothing at all. But whatever you do, do it gently, because mature skin doesn't respond to pressure, it responds to presence. And so does the heart behind it. Long-term results in emotional transformation. When I began using castor oil with the gentle press and warmth method, I expected some hydration and maybe a bit of glow, but I never imagined the kind of deep transformation, both visible and emotional, that would unfold over time. In my first week, the changes were subtle but promising. The tightness I used to feel in the morning, especially around my cheeks and jaw, was almost gone. My skin felt soothed, not greasy. And, perhaps most noticeably, the puffiness under my eyes, which had become a regular companion over the years, started to diminish. By the second week, I could tell that my skin was not just responding, it was receiving. There's a difference between applying a product and having your skin truly absorb nourishment. The dryness that once made makeup look cakey and uneven had softened. I found myself wearing less foundation because I simply didn't feel the need to cover anything up. I looked rested, and that to me felt like a small victory. Around the 4-week mark, deeper changes began to emerge. The expression lines between my eyebrows, what some people call the 11 lines, appeared less harsh. The laugh lines around my mouth still existed, but they seemed softer, not as etched. My jawline felt more defined, even though I hadn't changed anything in my diet or lifestyle. These were real, tangible results, earned not through aggressive treatments or invasive procedures, but through a few minutes of daily, loving care. But beyond the mirror, something even more meaningful was happening. Each night, when I set aside time for this ritual, I was creating space, not just on my schedule, but within myself. Space to breathe, to slow down, to reconnect. In a world that constantly tells us to fix, hide, or reverse the signs of aging, I was learning to honor them instead. There's a strange silence that can settle into your relationship with your body as you get older, especially as a woman. You notice fewer people making eye contact with you, fewer compliments. The magazines don't talk to you anymore. The beauty industry wants to either sell you youth or ignore you altogether. This practice became a quiet rebellion against that, not because it made me look younger, but because it made me feel seen again, by myself. I started to realize how long it had been since I touched my own face with tenderness, not to inspect, not to criticize, but to offer comfort. That alone began to shift the way I carried myself through the day. My patients noticed it too. Some would comment on my skin. Others said, "You look so calm lately," or "You seem softer somehow." And I'd smile because I knew it wasn't just about the oil. It was about the act, the commitment, the love behind the touch. After 2 months, my skin had transformed, but so had I. Here's what changed. Texture. My skin felt plumper, smoother, and more resilient. I no longer dreaded dry winter air or harsh wind. My face held onto moisture naturally. Tone. My complexion was more even. Some of the sunspots I had developed over time appeared lighter. There was a gentle, natural radiance that didn't require makeup. Firmness. The sagging I'd started to see around my mouth and chin had improved. My face looked lifted, not dramatically, but noticeably. Calmness. The redness I used to experience on my cheeks, especially during hormonal shifts, had faded. Connection. Most importantly, I began to feel reconnected with my reflection. I no longer avoided the mirror. I met it with softness, with peace. This ritual also helped my sleep, the slow, intentional pressure, the breathing, the warmth. It brought my nervous system into rest mode. I started falling asleep faster and waking up more refreshed. That alone is worth more than any beauty product. And even more profound than the physical changes was the emotional repair that took place. For years, like so many others, I had viewed skincare as a task, something to check off the list, something that was either working or failing. But now, it became a relationship with my aging self, one built on respect instead of resistance. I stopped comparing my current face to my younger one. I stopped chasing old versions of myself. I started caring for the woman I am now, with her stories, her strength, her softness. That to me is the ultimate beauty. So yes, castor oil helped my skin. Absolutely. But what changed my life was giving myself permission to care gently, to stop fighting age and start partnering with it. This small daily practice gave me my face back. Not the one I had in my 30s, but the one I deserve to love now. And that, I believe, is something every one of us can reclaim. How to begin. Your first step to gentle skin renewal. If you followed this journey with me so far, you might be feeling curious, hopeful even. You might be wondering, can I really do this? Is it safe for my skin? Where do I start? Let me assure you, yes, you absolutely can. And yes, it's not only safe, but deeply nourishing when done right. This part is for you, the beginner, the cautious heart, the person who's ready to care for their skin gently, but doesn't want to make mistakes. I understand. I was there too. Here's how to start, step by step. 1. Choose the right castor oil. Not all oils are created equal, and the type of castor oil you choose makes all the difference in how your skin responds. Look for the following on the label. 100% pure castor oil. Cold pressed. This means the oil was extracted without heat, keeping all of its nutrients intact. Hexane free. Hexane is a chemical solvent that can cause irritation and is best avoided, especially on mature or sensitive skin. Organic if possible. This ensures the oil is free from pesticides and safe for long-term use. I recommend starting with a small bottle. You won't need much, just a few drops each day go a long way. 2. Do a patch test. Even though castor oil is generally very well tolerated, every skin is different. Before applying it to your face, take this small safety step. Apply a tiny amount of the oil to the inside of your forearm. Cover it lightly and leave it for 24 hours. Watch for any signs of irritation, redness, itching, or bumps. If your skin stays calm and clear, wonderful. You're ready to move forward with confidence. 3. Commit to 10 minutes a day. This isn't a quick fix. It's a relationship you're building with your skin. And like any good relationship, it requires presence and consistency. Set aside 10 minutes a day, preferably in the evening when your nervous system is ready to unwind. This is when your skin is most receptive to healing and moisture. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up as gently and honestly as you can. During those 10 minutes, warm the oil between your palms, press it into your skin softly without rubbing or dragging. Follow the method I shared earlier, especially the pumping and holding motions. Breathe with it. Let this moment become your pause, your reset. 4. Be patient with results. You may see small changes quickly, less puffiness, smoother texture, a soft glow. But the deeper results take time. Think of it like tending a garden. You water it every day, not because it blooms overnight, but because you trust it will. Give your skin 3 to 4 weeks of daily care. Let the oil in your hands do the work, slowly, quietly, deeply. And while your skin is renewing, something else is happening too. You are rebuilding the connection with your reflection. You are touching your face with kindness again. That in itself is a beautiful beginning. The gentle reminder you deserve. If you've stayed with me through this journey, thank you. I know there are many voices out there promising instant results and miracle fixes, but if you're here, it tells me something about you. You're ready for something more honest, more sustainable, more human. This practice, this simple act of warming oil between your palms and pressing it gently into your skin, isn't about reversing time. It's about reconnecting with yourself in the time you're in. Aging isn't a flaw. It's not a problem to solve. It's a transition to honor. Every line, every change, every quiet shift in your reflection is a story your body has lived. You don't need to erase it. You only need to meet it softly, kindly, and with presence. That's what this castor oil ritual has given me. Not just firmer skin or better tone, but a sense of peace I hadn't felt in years. And I believe you deserve that too. So if today is your first step, welcome. If you're returning to care for yourself after a long time away, welcome back. You're right on time. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, Elders Insight, not because I want numbers, but because I want to build a space where we age consciously, beautifully, and together. Let's grow wiser with every breath. Let's care for our bodies with reverence, and let's remind each other every day that we are still becoming. Until next time, take a deep breath, look at yourself with love, and keep going.